In this video, I'm building and testing the PocketSHOT 3D, a 3D printable shoulder rig from EDELKRONE, and we're starting right now. Hello, my name is Daniel. Welcome to the Crosslink channel. I would like to help you being more successful with 3D printing, and if you're here for the first time, subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss anything. So in last week's video I was comparing the EDELKRONE Skater 3D, a 3D printable desktop dolly, with the Dolly 1, which is a much more expensive product from EDELKRONE. So this week we are reviewing a new product which is also 3D printable from EDELKRONE. It's called the PocketSHOT 3D, and it's basically a 3D printable shoulder rig, a shoulder support, chest support, however you want to call it. By the way, this video is not sponsored by EDELKRONE. So what you can do with the PocketSHOT 3D is basically you can mount it to your camera, and then you can make it in a shape that you need for the current purpose. So for example, in this way, when it's mounted this way, you can easily just put it to your shoulder and get a much more stable shot, because you have 3 points of contact now, and you can make smooth turns and also go forward and backward, so you get less shaky footage. Now on the other hand, you can also use this in multiple different ways, and I've had a look at the EDELKRONE homepage where they also sell the metal parts where this is made from, and we're gonna have a look at the build process in a moment. So you can see multiple different applications, so we're gonna walk through a few of them just to see how this is gonna work out, but let's have a look at the build process first. So as with the other EDELKRONE Ortec products, you get an SDI file which you can print in one print overnight, take everything off, and then start the unboxing of the metal parts, which come in a nice beautiful case. You'll get some screws, nuts, CNC machine parts, which you then can use to put them together with the plastic parts. And also the manual works pretty well, so everything is well explained, and the metal parts are mainly used to make the plastic parts stronger, and these connecting parts are used to create some friction so the arms can be tightened in a certain position and then can be untightened to make it possible to move them. And finally you need to figure out how to put this together in a compact way, if you can figure it out, and maybe I'll loosen some of the screws, and then you have this little nice compact thing, which is really beautiful. So you see, the build process wasn't that complicated, straightforward. It took me 20 minutes to do it. I had also a few issues with parts being very tight, so probably I would have to scale it up a little bit in the slicer software to make it fit better. But nevertheless, I managed to build it and put everything together, and when it's collapsed, it's really that kind of compact, so it really fits in every pocket. And then you can take it out and, for example, adjust this, put your camera on, and then make it into the form that you want. So let's have a look at the different kind of ways you can use this to do photos or video work. The first one obviously is what you've already seen, is the shoulder rig, which makes filming a lot more stable, and you could do smooth turns, but you can also do photos with a much less shake in the camera. So you can also extend this arm a little bit and use one more arm here to get a little bit more distance from the camera. You might want to have this because might be the camera is bigger, you want to have some more distance to the screen, and you just have to turn this arm around and still put it to your shoulder. It's working in the same way, but you get a little more reach, and but it's also heavier to hold, so imagine that. So the next way how you can use this is as a tripod, so a monopod basically. You can hook it in your belt, which is pretty cool. I like the idea. So you can have it hooked into your belt, and then you can make it straight. It depends a little bit how tall you are, whether you need 2 or 3 elements to be stretched out, and then you can do filming and also can lean back and forward, so you can do kind of these cool shots where the camera is moving back and forth, and you have a really stable shot this way. So the monopod is really cool. So now the third way how you can use the PocketSHOT 3D is really in this underslung mode, where you can bring your camera closer to the ground. I mean, this camera already has this kind of useful handle where you can already do that, but probably you will have a smaller camera that doesn't have that kind of a cool handle. So this is a cool way really to make some really stable shots from a lower angle, and to also get the camera moving very smoothly. So I really like the flexibility of that kind of design. So let's briefly have a look at the build quality now, because that is an aspect that depends on, of course, the manufacturer EDELKRONE, but also on your capabilities to print accurate 3D models. And I think in my case, since I have tuned in my printer very well, that result is really stunning. So it's really pretty precise. Parts are really tight. There's nothing here that's going to be loose. But that's the co-manufacturing approach. You are sharing the responsibility for quality with the manufacturer. I think it's a pretty good idea for the future. And I can imagine that there's going to be customizations from various peoples in the future. They're going to put it on Thingiverse and other places just to share their ideas how to modify this design, because I think there's lots of room for improving this and making attachments here, for example, adding additional mounts for a GoPro or whatever you might think of. It could be done because it's 3D printable and you can always exchange a part of this design by a new part where you have modified the design for your purpose. Let's have a look at a test video that I've done using the PocketSHOT 3D from various different angles, so underslung mode, tripod mode, and shoulder rig mode, and come back to the final verdict in a few seconds. So my conclusion about this product, it's really useful. I'm gonna use it when I'm filming on the go. I think I'm gonna leave my tripod at home more now because I have this pretty flexible thing, and just for hobby work, I think that's totally fine. So I think I like that product, and if you wanna get it, the link is in the description down below. So that's it for today. I hope you liked it. If so, like, share, subscribe, all the good things, and we're gonna see each other next time on this channel for another video about 3D printing. So enjoy your week. Bye bye.